Hi everyone, it's Ben at Truly Simple Solutions again, and I want to show you a little bit about working in the lists. And so we'll just go ahead and go over here to tasks, and now that's going to of course take us to the task detail. Now there's several ways to get to the list. One is this one, show as list, which can do it like that, and whenever it opens, say, the task list or the items list, it will come into this default sort. And if you want to see what that sort is, you can click on the sort tasks, and you can see it's sorted by custom sort category, and category, then custom sort page, page name, custom sort group, and custom sort. Now you can always change the sort, but the reason I'm showing you that is this is how it gets it to show it up like this, where it's showing the page names, then the group, which those particular tasks don't have a group that are there, but you can see this one does. So water heater maintenance, circulators, electric repairs, those are groups showing up there. And anytime you resort it, this information is going to disappear. So you'll still be looking at these tasks, but you can also, when you're in the list mode, if I want to sort by task number, I can just click on task number here, and you can see that's sorting up, and it's in order like that. And if I click it again, it's going to sort it the other direction, so ascending then descending. If we look at the task name, now you can see it's got the numbers there. And if I click it again, it goes the other way. So on any of those that show one of those, you can sort that like group by page name. Now see, the page name has this heading there, so that shows. But to get back to your original, what showed the category, page name, custom sort, basically, if you just leave the layout, so I'll go to items, which also has its default sorting, and go back to tasks, and then it comes back in with the full sort. Now, one of the things about several of the list views, particularly of the tasks and items, they have the ability to edit in the list view or not edit. So the default is to not. So when I click on a row, it highlights that row. So I can work with that, and of course from an individual task, I can click and go see the detail of it, and I can go back. But the other way that I was saying, so we clicked show as list, you can also click on view as right up here at the top. This is going to view it as detail. This is going to view it as list. And then some of the layouts, like items and task, they have a table view layout, which is sort of like a spreadsheet. It's not exactly a spreadsheet, but it will show you more information, which also has the ability to sort and do other things in it. And you can also use part of FileMaker setup, modify. You can hide some of the ones that are showing up here, like I can uncheck a few that I don't want to show up, and you'll see they'll go away. And I can move things around here as far as what order it's going to show, which sometimes is useful when you're working with things. So you might want to see the name together with what category or page name, and you can also drag it right here. Now this is part of FileMaker's setup, but that just makes it easier to work with. So there is definitely a good use of the table view. Some of the clients that I have definitely are working a lot on the items in the table view, so they can see what's going on. So that's just, like I said, another way in working in lists. Now, how do you get to where you can edit in these? We'll show you a couple tricks on that. So I've got a window hidden here in the back, preferences, and in preferences under display, and now I've already gone to the general. So when you first click display, it starts out here, but go to the general tab, And you can see here, allow edit in list views. If you select that, and then you go here now, because we're still on this layout, you can see here it just says item list. I need to leave this layout and come back if I want to edit. So now when I go to task, you'll see up at the top here it shows I'm in task list edit. So if I wanted to make some changes, I could come in here now. When I click things, the editable fields such as the name of the task, now task number, it actually navigates. You edit that in the task detail. But so you can edit the things like the billable minutes, and you can change it to move, say, a task to another page name so it shows up on another page. You can also change a page name. See how it highlights when I first click the whole thing in case I want to select another. But if I want to change it all together, I can do that. And if I wanted to change the name of a page, you can use the replace all, which is a dangerous thing to use. However, let's see this one here. It looks like it's under hydronic upgrades other, which is okay. So it's in a group other, but you can change the name, and I'm hesitant to make a major change because that it changes everything. But if I was to change this, for instance, indirect hot water tank, and this is indirect hot water tank, and then the group, there's two groups within that phase, Better Phase 3 and Boderas Thermoglaze. You can select one of these, and if I was to change that from hydronic indirect water heater tank, let's say it was going to be tanks, or it could be a completely different name altogether. You see, after I did that, it moved it and it created a new page name here, hot water tanks. Now if I was to find all of them, so what I'm going to do is select this one. It means it's highlighted, and I can hit Control C or on the PC, or Command C on a Mac, and then I can come in here and say find. Now I'm still on page name. Now Control V or paste, or right click doing your copy and paste, and then I hit enter. Now I found all of the indirect hot water, so now I only have those, and if I select one of them and I add that capital S, now while I'm still in the field, I can come in here and say records, replace field contents, or hit Command equals on a Mac, or Control equals if you're on a PC, and it's going to say to replace the contents in field name page name in the 11 records. See, there's 11 found out of 2404 in the current, and it's going to replace all of them. And you can do other things like calculated results and stuff if you really want to get into it. But anyway, if I say replace, it's going to replace all of those, and now they all say tanks. And so when I click show all tasks, now I believe I'm still on that one task. I'm going to leave the layout, and I'm going to return to the layout so it's got our sort. And there we are. So here we are, indirect hot water tanks. So it's put them all together in one. So if you want to change the name of a page name, that's one of the uses. But be careful with that replace all, because if I was in here and did that without looking, I could replace all of the tasks to one page name, and I've got a lot of work to fix that. But I'd like to copy that, and I want to do the find again, and I'm going to use the keyboard shortcut Command F or Control F, Control V, enter, and I want to replace it back to what it was before. So you get to see this twice, and then I'm going to go ahead and hit Command equals or Control equals if I was on the PC, change it back, and then go back to Show All Tasks and leave the layout, go back to the layout so I've got my sort. And you can see we're back to indirect hot water tank and everything's all together. So you can do the same with finding on a group or anything in particular you want to change altogether. It's quite a useful use of the list other than the sorting. So the same type of thing would apply in the items, which you can see now I can edit. I could come along here in the items and add in what manufacturer, and it's easier to work on list of items than individually, so you can kind of see what's going on with them. So that's what I've got for right now on working in the list views. Thank you again for viewing, and we'll see you again soon.